it was the perfect combination for me of extremely accurate data, ease of use, but also the reports. Being able to take this complex scientific information and translate it for myself, for my coaching staff, and also for the player and the parent in a way that they can understand. With Uplift, to be able to break down a player's mechanics, find their energy leaks, and understand the root cause of what's going on with their motion, what's hurting their performance, putting them at a higher injury risk, and then how to take the necessary steps to go ahead fixing this. What Uplift did is allowed us to do that in a way that cut our time by about 85% of workload. And tying that back to the customer experience is using a technology that allows myself and my coaches the freedom to focus on the player. And that's what Uplift does. It doesn't consume my time trying to set it up. It doesn't consume my time trying to understand it or to convey it to them. It allows me to do what I do best and focus on training them. If you have what might take 18 months to conclude, we can figure that out in 8 minutes and then start to address what their needs are immediately. So it definitely accelerates the trajectory for this player getting to able to maximize his performance. We saw players go up in exit velocity from 7 to 11 miles an hour, and pitchers go from 4 to 8 miles an hour in throwing velocity. I always tell them this isn't a magic pill. This is something that is going to unlock what's potentially in there. Obviously, this is in conjunction with strength training. This is in conjunction with throwing programs. But looking at those players who use the motion capture versus the ones that didn't, every single player that used it had noticeable gains. What it also shows is what your facility is capable of. And what happens a lot of times with facilities and why people move on is they kind of get to the end of where this facility can take them. Uplift completely extends that runway because now you're able to take a player who, let's say he's a new player coming in who he's talented, and based on your own eyes, it's not as obvious exactly what's going on. Why is he getting these results? Why is his arm continuing to have a nagging, injury? Well, now you can introduce Uplift to them, talk to them about it. And what I'll say to the parent is, I'll say, listen, here's what we do. Uplift is going to be able to understand exactly what's going on with this player beyond what my eyes can do. It's going to help accelerate the improvements that we're able to make with him. And really, I just tell them, like, look, next time we come in, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and set him up on the motion capture. I'll send you the information on it, how to register for it and all that, but we're going to set them up on the motion capture. Afterwards, within, X number of days, you're going to get the report. And then the next time you come in, we're going to break this down together and begin begin introducing a new training regimen for him that's going to help address these issues. And then when the time is right, we'll reassess him. Now, for players that aren't part of my team, those would be one-off assessments. For players that are part of my academy, that would be a recurring monthly thing that they would be a part of.